Hey guys, okay, so I know I haven't done a video since like February, but I've been super busy with school and work because I graduate from college June 20th, so I'm really excited, like 7 days left. So I'm actually, since I am going to be graduating and I'm going to have a lot more time, I really am going to be able to film more videos for you guys. Um, but I know one of the videos I did, one of the first videos I did like about 1 or 2 years ago was about fashion books that I recommend. And since then, obviously a lot of new fashion books have come out and most of you guys seem to enjoy that video to find good reads about fashion. So I'm kind of going to do the same exact thing just with some newer books that have come out. And I'm going to start with Lauren Conrad's Style. Now, I absolutely love Lauren Conrad. I followed her since Laguna Beach and the hills and all that good stuff. But I really like her style and her clothing line that she has at Kohl's. But pretty much this whole book is just about her perspective of style. What she likes to do, what she recommends. It's kind of almost like the Victoria Beckham book that I told you guys about in my first video. So it's kind of about that kind of thing, just her perspective on fashion and what she recommends. The next book I have is The Elements of Style, of Personal Style, sorry. And this is by Elle Magazine. They put this out. But pretty much, it's kind of almost like the Lauren Conrad book. No. It's so confusing. Okay, I guess it is kind of like the Lauren Conrad book in a way, but with tons more people and what their personal style is, what they like, what they dislike, and what they recommend. And just some of the people that are in this book are Lea Michele from oh my god, Glee. Jeez, I was like on the tip of my tongue. Fergie is in here, Angelica Houston, Ashley Greene from Twilight, Christina Hendricks, I believe she's in Mad Men. Correct me if I'm wrong. Olivia Wilde is in here, Diane von Furstenberg, Margarita Missoni is in here, Dita Von Teese, which is obviously a burlesque type performer in Vegas. Alicia Keys is in here. Just all kinds of people like that are in here. There's like a whole list on the back of this book of some of the people that are in this book. But it's a great book. I actually haven't read it. I just kind of like thumbed through all the pages. But it looks really good and I can't wait to have time to read it. Some other books I have is, in the first video, I mentioned Nina Garcia's 100, and I did a bunch of videos on showing you examples of the 100 items that every girl should have in her closet. Well, there are two more books to that series. The one is The Little Black Book of Style by Nina Garcia, and you actually can get all of these, you can either buy them separately, or they do come in the 3-pack where you can get the whole set. This book pretty much is about how to figure out who you are and what your personal style is. So there's 6 chapters, and I'm just going to name off the chapters just so you have a better idea. Chapter 1 is Be Your Own Muse. Chapter 2 is The Basics. Chapter 3 are Your Inspirations. Chapter 4 is What to Wear When. Chapter 5 is Insider Tips and Tricks. And Chapter 6 is Fashion Cliff Notes, Decade by Decade. I really like her books. They're very informative and they have really cute illustrations in them. So that is another book I recommend. And the other book that if you get the 3-pack with the 100 and the little black book of style, you'll also get the Style Strategy by Nina Garcia. Now, I know the little black book of style and Style Strategy, you'd think they'd be about the same thing, but they're not. This book is actually about how to compose a wardrobe of clothing to fit your specific needs. So I'm just gonna, like I did with the other one, just say the chapters that are in here. There's only there's 8 chapters, but there's 3 categories. The 3 categories are: what do I have, what do I need, and what do I want? And then the subcategories, which are the actual chapters, there's taking inventory of what you already have, saving on the basics like simple white tees, that kind of thing, and saying goodbye to clothes that don't fit you, are really old, that kind of thing. There's also the fashion foundation, which are your basics, more like jeans, your must-haves. Chapter 4 is about making investments. So if you want to get a designer piece, that would be considered an investment. There's also pampering yourself, which is a chapter more on like hair, makeup, body care, that kind of thing. There's also fair trade and other tricks, the Luxe Life, and make, do, and mend. So meaning that if something doesn't fit you in a store or you order it, if it's able to be tailored, definitely go for it if it's something that you really like. So that is the other book in the series that I recommend. And another book by Nina Garcia, I definitely recommend all of Nina Garcia's books. They're really good and informative, and to me, I feel like she knows what she's talking about. So this is Nina Garcia's Lookbook, and this is just about what to wear to different functions. So there's a work category, dating, day wear, night wear, holidays, life events, weddings, dream travel, and then there's like subheadings underneath to like what the actual event would be, and then you would go to the chapter and she'll tell you what would be appropriate, and it has those great illustrations from the other books as well in it. So I definitely recommend this. Now, almost all the books I have range between the $20 range, around that area. So if you are interested in them, most of them are about $20 each. Another book I have, which kind of is almost the same thing as Nina Garcia's book, but I like to get different people's perspectives on it. And this is Who What Wear. And I absolutely love their newsletter. If you go to their website, you can sign up for it. It's totally free, and you'll receive it Monday through Friday, 1 email a day. And this is basically the same thing, what to wear where, during whatever occasion it is. So first they start off with like fashion fundamentals. They have a first date, a job interview, high school reunion. Like, they just have a bunch of different stuff in here. And they have pictures of them actually in outfits and examples. And I absolutely love their newsletter, and if you do too, you'll definitely like this book. And another book who is also by Who What Wear, and it's also called Who What Wear. This is kind of about styling. There's a chapter on style by inspiration, why every trend is not for everybody, how to turn a runway look into an everyday look, what trends to invest in, and there's a beauty section, and there's a really small section about what to wear where. Frequently asked style questions. just stuff like that. And there's a whole bunch, they have a bunch of examples. Like this is from their image board section. There's a bunch of celebrity pictures in here for examples. They have icons from the past, products they recommend, all that good stuff. So I also definitely recommend that book. And another collection of books that I actually like, and I don't have the whole collection yet, I'm kind of just gathering them as I go or once I see a new one that I don't have, but it's these books, and you'll be able to tell because they all have icons at the top, and down here, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but they have that at the bottom of all of them. So I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I do not want to butcher it. But pretty much I love researching and looking at past decades. I think it's really interesting to look at the way they lived, what style they had, all that kind of stuff. So this is a really good collection that does that. This book is from the 18th century to the 20th century, and this one has, like, they'll have an outfit from a decade, and this is like the detailing on it. They also have like the bustle period and stuff, corsets from way back when, all that good stuff. I mean, it's really interesting. I learned about this stuff in fashion history, and I thought it was awfully interesting. And then here's a Christian Dior. So pretty. I think it's fur and velvet, I believe this one is. Really pretty and elegant. They have shoes in here, accessories. They have stuff from the mod period. Crazy 80s colors. But yeah, that's this book. And then the rest of their books, they have a 50s fashion. And I think it's really neat. The whole book is pretty much just clothing and beauty ads from that decade. Actual ads that were being ran during that time. And I think it's really interesting to see how their advertisements are so different from ours today. They're definitely not as elaborate. Also, they have prices of stuff, and you would not believe how freaking cheap it was back then. It's really amazing, these books, to look at them. I also have the 60s fashion one. So here's like a Revlon ad. Here are color ads and shampoo ads. Here are some Maidenform ads. I definitely recommend this collection of books. And last but not least, they're not fashion books, but I've been reading these books and watching the TV series, which is going to start the 14th of this month, and I'm so excited. But, okay, so I absolutely love Pretty Little Liars, okay? I watched the first season, and I was like, okay, I really like this show. And then I found out that it's actually a book series. I think my mistake was wanting to go find the books and read them so I would know what was going to happen next. Big mistake. I was so disappointed by the second season of Pretty Little Liars, the way that they did it. I think that it started off so slow, and then all the drama and good stuff was towards the end of the season. I think the first season, you know, pretty much predicted and was a good start for the first and second book. But by the time you get to the third book, and which I believe is this one, Unbelievable, which I have read and it's really good. I was so disappointed when I saw the second season because the book is so much better. Like, why couldn't they follow the storyline in the book? Like, it's so much better. Like, in the TV series, they added characters, changed what happens. Like, in the book, Spencer's sister, Melissa, and Ian, they don't get married. They don't have a kid. Like, so far, that has not happened in any of the books that I have read. And right now, I'm on Heartless, which is the second to last book. So, I'm so mad. And Ian, in the book, that whole, like, church, like, how he fell and stuff, that didn't happen. Like, in the book, they found him dead in Spencer's woods that are off to the side of the barn. They found his dead body there during a party that Spencer was having. Either her or her parents were having. And so they went to go get Wilden, the police officer, and when they came back, Ian's body was gone. And so, but then the whole thing is, I'm thinking, okay, because there's a part in the second to last book, I don't know if I should say it or not, because I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but I'm thinking it's going to be kind of difficult in a way. I don't know, it's just confusing. The books are so much better, and if you absolutely love Pretty Little Liars, the TV show, you're going to love the books, like, way more. There's about 7 books, I believe. I didn't read the first 2 books because I saw the first season, and Unbelievable pretty much starts where Hannah has already been hit by the car, and that's where this one starts. And then there is Wicked, and then there's Killer, and right now I am on Heartless, and I'm not sure. The last book is Wanted. So I'm about halfway through this, and I'm thinking the third season is probably going to be on Killer and Heartless, mainly. But, like, seriously, read the book. It's, like, so much better, and you'll be thinking the same thing I am. Like, why'd they freaking change it? And the TV show, I was, like, so disappointed with the second season. Like, I can't believe Sarah Shepard, the author of the books, let them change that like that. Like, because what happens in the book, you totally could do for the TV series. So, I don't know, that's my spiel about that. Just disappointed in it. Definitely read the books if you love the series like I do, because it's definitely a way better read. And I get so frustrated when I watch the episodes lately. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, why did they do that? Like, the book way is so much better. But, yeah, okay, so that is that. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you go to your local bookstore or go online to a bookstore, look up some of these books, and definitely check them out because they are really good reads, and I recommend them. Alright, see you guys later.